Hey guys, welcome back to Adirondack Adventures. Once again, my name's Josh. The leaves have begun to fall and the seasons are changing here in the Northeast. And what that means, unfortunately, for a lot of us is that paddling season is coming to a close. Just doing some winterizing on a couple of the boats that I know are going away in the storage unit for the winter. One of them is my newest vessel here. This is a Winona, Minnesota 2. This is the Kevlar version. It's 18.5 feet long, it's 42 pounds, and this is going to become one of our primary vessels to go deep in the Adirondacks. It's going to help portaging. It's going to carry more gear as my family grows and we continue to expand into multiple boats. And I want to thank Craig, a subscriber and a viewer who reached out to me via social media. I made it known that I was in the market for another boat. I was interested in what people thought may be the perfect Adirondack canoe tripping boat. A lot of people believe this is the vessel. I have a hard time arguing with anybody because it's lightweight, it's durable, and it's big. It carries a lot of stuff. So I want to thank Craig who reached out and let me know that his boat was potentially available, and it's nearly mint. I'm happy to add this to our fleet. Recently, a lot of you know that I paddled in the Adirondack Canoe Classic, the 90 miler, and I put out a lot of content related to that. I put out an individual trip report for each of the days. There's 3 of those that show a condensed version of the race course, and I really tried to accurately depict what the race course looks like in a temporal fashion as well. So if you haven't seen that, I'll put some of that up here. Click on those above. There's also maybe 4, 5, 6 different portage videos that I put out from that race. If you want to see what portaging your boat in the 90 miler looks like, click on some of those. I also put out kind of like a top 10 list of the things that were reinforced, things that I learned, things that I had heard a bunch of times, but after doing the 90 miler, it just becomes blatantly obvious that this is the truth. I put out a video like that. If you haven't seen that, I'll put that up here as well. In that video, I kind of teased that my order with Placid Boatworks for the Placid Boatworks Oseetah, the 14-foot model, I teased that I had changed my order with them. And the news regarding that is I definitely have changed it. I've changed it to the model, the 16-foot model called the Shadow. And much of it has to do with my participation in the 90 miler and watching how well that boat performed. Now the Oseetah performed excellent as well, and it's a great boat for the 90 miler as well. But when you're getting an extra half a mile an hour or maybe an extra mile per hour out of a boat, it's hard to ignore performance like that, especially when you're paddling 90 miles. And in the end, what I can do with the Shadow is the same as what I would have done with the Oseetah, only I'm going to do it faster, right? One of the reasons why I was looking at the Oseetah and the Rapid Fire in that previous test paddle video, and I didn't even look at the Shadow, was primarily because of storage and transportation. At the time, I didn't think I'd have the space to store a 16-foot boat, and my canoe trailer was set up in a way to carry smaller boats. But I've changed some things out, and that's no longer an issue. So I've been told that the build is currently underway, and I should be picking that up within the next week or so. What's ahead? You see the seasons are changing, paddle season's ending, but I'll tell you, I still have a lot of content that I haven't gotten out of the pipeline yet from this summer. There's some additional campsite reviews, so expect to see that. There's some additional portage footage from different portages that I did this summer. If you like that stuff, I certainly like to research that stuff. So if you're here for that stuff, stay tuned. There's some more of that coming. Also, as the season changes and the winter season sets in, I'm going to be back at the Winter 46. I'm currently 23 of 46 to get my winter rocker patch. If you're unaware of what that is, if you summit the 46 high peaks in the winter season, December 21st through March 21st, you get a winter rocker, which is the 46W patch. I'm currently trying to get that right now. I said 23 of 46, and I have some big hikes to do this winter. Hopefully the conditions will work in my favor and I'll be able to get Dick's Range as a day hike. Seward Range maybe as a day hike, Santanoni Range as a day hike. And if you can get good conditions in the Adirondacks, then you can really hammer some peaks out. Otherwise, if it's nasty conditions, there's a lot of snow, or it's windy, winter hiking in the Adirondacks can be pretty grueling. Also, wintertime, we do a lot of skiing. I don't expect to be putting up a lot of content this year regarding skiing. I don't find it to be as compelling. If I'm wrong about that, if you're here specifically for the skiing content, let me know. But I find it to be very personal. People go down trails differently. Conditions change how somebody might ski on a given day. So I don't really find it as enjoyable. If I do come across some interesting glades or go to a new mountain, I may put something up this year, but it probably won't be in the volume that was done last season. Other than that, guys, thanks so much for watching Adirondack Adventures. As a reminder, 85% of you guys haven't hit the subscribe button. If you like this stuff, please give me a thumbs up and give me a subscribe. It helps push the content a little bit more, and it helps me know exactly why you're here and what you like. Remember to stay tuned, because there's a lot more coming.